What's going on, everybody? It's your boy PeteFuzzyPete. Sorry for the noise in the background. I got my laundry going. My house is not spaced out as well as I thought I would, but you know, you live and you learn. Andrew, what's good? What's good? Just need to do a little quick housekeeping on the workbench, and then we will get going. Now to quickly pull up chat over on the iPad. What we got? Oh, oh, you're excited about this, huh? Huh? I guess you haven't seen this before. Don't need the lag on my iPad. All right. So, okay. Well, let's give you a rundown. Kind of like the brief history. Okay. So, Spamtron! What's good? What's good? Yeah, next part. So, basically, this lineup is called the Vex lineup, okay? So that's kind of what we're going with. Vex lineup is, this is 1.0. This is 1.0 Vex. Running on some eBay 180s that I'd found. Integrated flashlight. And ran on a 3S. That's outdated. Vex 2.0 was a Canadian special back when Canada somehow got the Nemesis before release. My buddy got one of these and paid out the butt for it. So this is 2.0. He did the paint job. I did the internals. Again, running on 3S. I personally use this now because he has what we consider Vex 3.0. Now, Vex 3.0 is this, literally about that much of the Nemesis, with a recon grip about here and a single stage trigger. So this is Vex 3.0. We're working on Vex 4.0 now. Why? Because I want to, and because I feel like being weird and different, and I haven't found anything else that I want to build quite yet. So we're gonna go with that. Oh, thanks. Yeah, it's this is where we're at so far for 4.0. Been working on some muzzle coverings, and still working on a battery compartment. Close this hole up. But we'll also have part of a Hades up here to help fill in some of the muzzle, just to kind of break it up, give it a little more depth. Again, we'll do a single stage trigger. The safety is not going to do anything but be there just to fiddle with. I think that's all I have at the moment, but I need to figure out what I'm going to do back in here. I don't really need it. Which Hades? Hades 1, 2, or 3? And the reason I say which one is because technically this is Hades number 1. Strife Zeus, running on Zeus motors and flywheels, firing elite darts. This is Hades 1. Savior to the original NVZ. Hades 2. This is about all that's left of Hades 2. I originally planned to take a Hades and gut it to make it a flywheel blaster and have a hopper where the 3 mag tubes were. But then I bought a Prometheus and I said, next. So that's that. And then Hades number 3 is all sanded down ready for paint, ready for reassembly when the weather cooperates. That's what this pile is right over here, down here on the floor. It's in a box. But that's not going to have any internal work. It's literally a paint job Hades for lulz, because I'm sick of seeing everything white. Thank you. Alright. Chat's still looking good there. I don't know why I keep looking up here. Whatever. Anyway, so far on this project, all I've used is nothing but spare rival parts I had laying around. So, 10 bonus points. Name this black piece on the muzzle. 10 seconds. Just kidding. If you got a guess, let me see what you got. If not, no big deal. Very good, Spam. Very good. Very good indeed. I keep just about, if I break the blaster, I keep it for parts. But yeah, it just breaks it up a little more. I mean, yeah, it's just kind of there, but I'm tired of seeing the Nemesis front end. Oh, okay. Well, good. Get yourself a Prometheus. Alright. So yeah, rest of the chamber cover for the Hades is going to go down in here. But I'm not going to attach that until I paint it, because it's going to be beautimous. Blending the lines, more or less. I have to do some blending down in here. Yeah, probably. Cool. Okay. That's that. Back to the other problem at hand. I need to fill a giant gap, and by giant gap I mean a giant gap. Yeah. Percy's, I need 4. Literally, I need 4. Yeah, I'm not even joking about needing 4 of the Percy, but it's literally, I need 4 of them for reasons yet to be discussed. And not for the fact that I might have a little bit extra money laying around. Oh boy, don't we all have gaps to fill? But the problem is, I need this to also be a functional gap to where I can put in switches. I need to put a switch up in here, feed the wires, hide it, make it pretty. Just keeps coming. I have to do something like that just to break it up. I personally try to avoid polycarb if I don't have to use it, because I don't have a lot of it, and then it just means more body fill. Whereas if I take, not to say that I'm taking a page out of Mr. Nathan's book, but I'm taking a page out of Mr. Nathan's book and trying to use whatever blaster parts I have laying around first before I even putty. I don't like trying to cut corners by using polycarb and making it what I need. I'd rather go with the flow, Just kind of roll with what you get, what you got. And if you don't got it, make it work. Yeah, I mean, these are just parts literally from the Perseus. Why not? Not Perseus. Prometheus. Thank you. Ah. Okay, so we're going to do that. Okay, because I think these were. Yeah, these were the fins from back here over the battery. So we can use those later. Right now, I need to figure out what I'm going to do for a battery door. Yeah, that is true. What parts, what blasters do I have laying around? Oh boy. Well, use this. What do you guys think? I know it's upside down at the moment, but this is an old long shot stock I had from a previous build that kind of self-destructed, so I kept the stock. It wasn't even my build, it was a buddy of mine's. What do you think? I mean, I'd obviously try to trim it up so it'd be more like somewhere up in here to where kind of blends in. So I'll probably have to cut along here diagonally. I do too, and that's why I kept it. But just try to think how I'm going to attach it so it's still removable, because I have plenty of space inside to fit a 3S or even a 4S. As you can see, it's pretty hollow in there. But now it's a matter of, okay, if I'm going to use this, how do I attach it so that it can still be removable when I need to take the battery out? And this episode is brought to you by Arnold Palmer. Delicious. Just kidding. I'm not sponsored by anyone or anything, no matter how much I wish I was, because the stuff, it gets expensive after a while. And this is excuse me. This is just a hobby for me. And yeah, I sell my blasters, my builds, whatever, but it's not my main source of income. I have a 40+ hour a week job that I love and would not give up for anything. So now it's a matter of, what am I going to do for parts? I got a Firefly. Let's see. Alright, let's set the long shot aside. What do you guys think if we use a Firefly stock? That doesn't give the right idea. Just kind of let it blend itself. I don't know. But again, this would fall into the, how am I going to make it secure and attached, but still be able to remove it when need be. Erg! But this Firefly is not in bad shape. I kind of want to keep it as is. I just haven't checked the battery yet to see if it even still works. So, side tangent, let's see if it still works. Well, I do have like 4 long shots sitting in my parts bin. So it's not like I don't have a shortage of long shots laying around. Alright, we need some double A's. Double A, double A, double A. Alrighty. Some batteries. Just put it in there. Yeah, I forget when I bought them all, but they just started randomly appearing in my Salvation Army quite often. So, given the fact that they were dirt cheap, why the heck not? We got power. Houston, we have power. Power to turbines. Infocells up. Let's go, Voltron Force. Dynamo-therms connected. Alright, and... oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And it's fixed by just changing the batteries. See? See? We got a light. No, we don't have a light. We got a light. We don't have a light. Oh yeah. And to think I paid $4 for it. That's a good repair. Yeah. It's going up top shelf now, since it is working condition. Alright. And back to... you know what? Forgot I had this. I think it might have just solved the problem, fellas. Match the angles, touch it. Yeah. Hi, Uncle Clowny. Love you, buddy. I could do that. Or I could cut up this Stampede. Yeah. Just cut up the Stampede, literally. Right there. Blend it in. I think we got a winner schnitzel. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with this one, guys. And it already has screws ready for yeah, you just need the literally, I think I even gutted that out so I can because this, what's even funnier, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. What's even funnier about this Stampede, as you can see inside, it's already gutted. This was another Salvation Army find that I've been sitting on for just the right parts detail that I needed. Okay, that's easy enough. That, and there's a ton of corrosion, so gotta get rid of that too. But we're gonna go with that. Awesome. Simple. Cool. Jolly good. I'm not British. I just like being a random dude. Alright, so I'm gonna try to figure out stupid triangle bits. Yeah, that's what I thought, Clowny. Alright, I need precision screwdriver accessibility. Doesn't reach. Dang it. You little twit. Okay, fine. Put that back in there. That's what I'm hoping for. So, downside is I don't have a bandsaw yet here at my house. So I'm gonna have to take this to another place and borrow somebody's bandsaw so I can cut it. I mean, overall, just holding the battery tray, it's a little smaller, just like the nub of the battery tray that lines up with the rest of the Stampede shell. It's a little smaller than overall width of the Prometheus, but it's gonna work. At least I believe it's gonna work. I just want to be able to be in the ranks with you, Clowny, of being on This Week in Nerf News Mod of the Week. Just kidding. Yeah, see? Andrew, that's probably what I'm going to end up doing. Because I don't have one yet. It's one screw out. Hasbro, why did you do this to us? Why did you use triangle head screws? So stupid. Oh no. No, Clowny, don't be hurting yourself. You make wonderful things. Do not hurt yourself. Get out of here, screw. Nobody loves you. Battery tray. Get out of here. Get that crap out of... No, I need that. There you go. Screw boss fell out. Okay. Awesome. Okay, there we go. Now put the screws back together. One's there. This one's there. Cap it. And we grab 2 screws that just happen to match from my magnet tray. Maybe, if I have any that match. Alright, what do we got? Alrighty, yeah, that's one. Maybe? Kind of. Nope, different. I'm being very thorough with this part because I want to be having to dig later on. Nope. Okay. Yeah, been there, Clowny. Been there, done that. Threw those away quite often. enough of that. Not dealing with that. Where's my other box? Now, through work, we have parts that come in these little boxes where you just pinch 3 sides, lifts open. I love these things because right now, at least in this box, I have screws from the Hades that I disassemble for parts, and they are perfect for screws. I mean, right now, because I have a ton of these. I literally just take a piece of blue tape, Prometheus body screws. There's your screws for the Prometheus. Simple. Very simple. Alright, let's get this together. Okay, this is no longer needed. Gotta love stocking stuffers, right guys? When you get screwdrivers as a stocking stuffer, can't go wrong. Again, I'm sorry for my washing machine in the background. It's time. I need to do some laundry. Okay, so these screws are not big enough. Great. So the screws need to be a slightly bigger diameter. Awesome. We might have to go to the emergency provisions bin. But if I'm not streaming, it's very peaceful to listen to in the background because there's usually nobody else here because I live alone in my big old house. Alright. Emergency reserves. Like, so emergency that these are literally from recons, raiders, barricades, all the old pieces of crap that we've moved past and learned from. What are we gonna do? You know what? We're just gonna grab some screws from the Stampede show. We're not gonna be using it right now. That sounds like a plan to me. So, yeah, we got plenty of screws to choose from. Alright, so get that marked out. This is the big thing that I wanted to get figured out, was the ease of access for the battery compartment. Now that I have this solved. Oh yeah, oh yeah, I cannot turn it anymore. That's awesome. Perfect. Yes. Later, Andrew. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, hopefully I'll get this project done someday. Someday. Okay. That's solved. Need another refreshment. Alright. So, back on aesthetics. That seems to be all that we're working on tonight, is just how to make this look good now. Because I've already figured out that this is going to go like that. screw back in temporarily. We can figure out how much we feel like cutting. Electric screwdrivers. MG, how's it going? Yeah, Clowny. Who does planning? It's not like you plan to put a XBZ inside of a cannon and make it a pistol or anything. That looks gorgeous as hell. Just saying. I mean, who would do such a thing? Who would plan to make it look good? Yeah, I figured, MG. No worries, big guy. Alright, let's see. We're going to do that there, that there. Allows me to do... What, this is going to have to go underneath for better look. And what we'll do is we'll probably just cut it out that way. So, hopefully, there we go. We got our cut line. Well, excuse me, Mr. Washing Machine. Wow, I did not see that coming. It's just a little Prometheus. Well, Clowny, as you can see, I have another dumb idea right here, and you know, we're working on it. Okay, got that planned. Alright. Might be able to just snag this with the Dremel, but we won't do that. So I need it even. I need even cuts. So that's going to have to go to the other shop where there's more tools. Okay. Next on the agenda. The Stampede. The Stampede's gonna fill the void back here, so I can put the lipo back in here and still be able to close it up. I need to figure out what I'm gonna do for closing this hole up top here. You know, this is gonna be covered with Stampede. Now it's just a matter of this getting cleaned up and filled somehow. As well as, once this goes there, I'm gonna need another gap fill down in here. As you can see, we got a big gap to fill, but also still be able to put a switch, which would be the rev switch in the normally, oh crap, in the normally closed, right? I think I had it in the normally closed orientation. Yeah, normally closed orientation. So when the trigger's all the way forward with, you know, basically your hands off it, the flywheels are not on, but when you pull the trigger about halfway, flywheels will start, full trigger pull, start firing. So that's probably the idea for now. A counter? What kind of, oh, like the ammo counter? Yeah, but you gotta think about it, Connie. If I got it stuck in my shoulder, how am I gonna see the counter if it's back here? Since it's just above my shoulder. I mean, that is great, hold my beer moment, but A, I don't drink beer, and B, it wouldn't really work out too well. Alright, now this is where alright, these spare parts, bin, okay. Again, yeah, I've been searching around for anybody with a spare Nemesis that they want to just kind of get for parts, but nobody has them. They're probably using them. Somehow I'm missing the black plates that come around to finish the stock off, and I can't find them. So, oh well. I'm still on the search for another Prometheus for a possible commission. I just need to find one. Okay, what do we got? Oh, do I have any more diamond plate? No, I don't have any more diamond plate. Dang it! Ah, got my hopes up. Let's see. What else we got? Should I just YOLO a Maverick on top? That'd be funny as hell. They'd probably make it, but it's probably like $30 for one switch, and last I checked, our switches are what, $5? I know in the automation field, our company I work for, we can get those kind of switches. Joker! Glad to see you here. Yeah, I'm thinking put the Maverick right there. So if I'm going to put a Jolt, this is a big if. Where's my Jolt? I know I got an orange Jolt around here somewhere, but basically I'm going to use to demonstrate. Dang it. If I was to put a Jolt, let's say this is my Jolt, double strike. If I was to take a Jolt, I'd put it here at such an angle that it shoots me in the face. Put it somewhere here so it shoots me in the face. Everybody says always keep a Jolt for that suicide dart. What better place than right here on the side of your blaster, aimed right at your own face? Tell me I'm wrong. Oh, I totally should. Downside, at least within arm's reach. This is the only Jolt I seem to have at the moment. Brand new, in package, Jolt. So, Clowny, I only have one reflex, and it's lime green. I paid $1.99 for it. I'm not cutting that up. But, yeah, I'm really leaning towards the suicide dart, guys. Seriously. Think about it. How many people would put a suicide... You know what I should do? I should get a big shock so I can put a rival round in it. The Ultimate Rival League blaster. Yeah, that'd be funny. But yeah, I think I might have to get another big shot just so I can ream it out for a rival round. Yeah, Joker, it seems I'm the only one here in Detroit that uses rival, to the point that they've started coming up with rules against me. Basically, if there's any group, if we have an event where there's more than 10 people, I am limited to 75 rounds only. If I could, Joker, I totally would. But I literally just bought my house a year ago. I got many years of payments to do still. So literally right now the SDNC guys are making rules against hopper blasters, limiting the amount of ammo they can have. Because somebody keeps showing up with a 3S Nemesis and just saying night night and lasting in our HVZ warm-up game for almost an hour straight. And I'm the only one alive. So they're like, okay, this is supposed to be our warm-up so we can, alright, we're ready to go, let's do more games, new game types, capture the flag, yada yada yada. But they're trying to limit me for using what's available, which is why I'm building this. And eventually this will, when I get around to it, I'll figure a way to pop in a hole for a proton pack, so this will constantly be refilled by said proton pack. Maybe remove the door and have the nozzle kind of just in here. But I'm gonna need to go buy another Big Shock. That's the thing. Joker, I'm giving you credit for that. I am going to get a Big Shock. It's gonna go right here. We're gonna point it at my face, and I will shoot myself instead of letting the zombies get me. It's done. It's written. It has been said, and all credit goes to the rival league down in Texas. That's a thing. Which someday I hope to come down and try to destroy you all. Try. You guys have lots of experience with rival. I'm just crazy enough to set things on fire. Just saying. So, alright. So if you take, alright, back to gap filling. Because Suicide Big Shock is not gap filling. Sadly, Joker, I am not. I really want to. I literally was going to drive down, but my supervisor at work literally has the whole week before NWAR and the same weekend off as I would need for driving. And because I am basically like the assistant manager of the building that we're in, he and I are not allowed to take the same days off at the same time, no matter what's going on. So I have to miss NWAR for the third year in a row. I was able to go to NVZ when that was a total train wreck, and basically got a near concussion, taken away in an ambulance, came back for revenge. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out. It's on my channel. And, well, it's kind of self-explanatory at that point. Sorry I'm off screen. I'm trying to balance a muzzle piece so I can start doing some more planning. But yeah, my supervisor his son does travel baseball, and they have a tournament that same week/weekend. Yeah, Clowny. You with your little pot shot blasters can't touch us with the rival. You just can't put enough foam downrange. I'm sorry. You're going to have to deal with it. Oh no. Nemesis never die. Which is why I need to get another one so I can make one that runs on 4S. Besides, it's not like I don't have plenty of spare. It's not like I don't have spare rival motors and wheels laying around from a Chaos, and a whole nother Chaos, and 2 more Zeuses laying around. I think I had a Hera laying around too. And I got another Zeus. So I got 3 Zeuses, a stock Chaos, stock Chaos motors and wheels. Oh, just the pusher motor? Oh, that's easy. Why not put a Hellcat in there? Or a Neo Hellcat or something like that, depending on what battery you're running in it. Yes, Clowny, we know you get pretty screwed with your single shot, pot shot things for you to squat at the back of the field. We know. Which is why I offered to help you with your End War build, but you didn't take me up on it. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah, my Nemesis currently runs on 3S graphene. 1.5 3S. And I can last more than a whole day. But I do have oh yeah, I still have another Chaos coming back. Alice still has Pandora's box. I need Pandora's box back. People are scared here in Detroit of Pandora's box already, because they got to preview it in December when I was sick, and I could have had it back, but I was sick and couldn't make it. Ugh, I'm so frustrated about that still. No, Clowny, we're not an FDL here. We're not going brushless. Just saying. Maybe. Someday. If somebody would ever produce aftermarket rival wheels, hint hint, anybody, nobody makes them yet. We got enough people using rival. Why hasn't anybody cornered the market yet? We need to. Somebody needs to. Okay. Back to trying to fill more gaps. So that's there. Clamp. Okay. There we go. That holds that in place. Alright, what do we got? You know, I don't know yet. I know Jesse did the sneak preview. Here's an FDL firing rival using, you know, obviously a 12-round stick mag and then hooking up to a proton pack, but exactly, Clowny, exactly. But I have a feeling that it's hit like this normal PETG style filament that he uses on the regular FDLs to work with heat. I could be wrong, but we don't have a lot of information yet of the rival FDL yet. Even though he used it at the last Atomic Dart League ADL Game 2 of Season 2, he ran that. At least what I could tell from some pictures. Alright. But, now, this is oldie but a goodie. Quick side note. This is back before I had decent switches and was still learning my 3D printer, but this is Ares. Yeah, buddy. 3S Zeus with a amp for rockets. Tell me that's not overpowered at all. It's still in semi-auto, so it's a little bit more conservative for the sake of it's still rival. Alright. You're right, Clowny, because rival shoots darts. You forgot about that, didn't you? Stripes don't need to shoot rival. Rival needs to shoot darts. Alright. Okay, before I get sidetracked, I need to figure out what am I going to do for this gap. Yeah. If only I had Mega Mags at all. I don't have any. Yeah. Connie, maybe that's what we need to do for you. I think we need to get you into rival Mega. Oh, need that part still. There we go. Okay. Almost works. Yeah, I can live with that. That fills over that tack rail. I still don't understand why they put a tack rail in the middle of the blaster underneath those stupid bumpers. Don't worry, that's on the list. I don't think anybody's going to do the Worker Hurricane to fire rival. It's too small, especially given that it uses the Flywheel of the World wheels. They don't have enough surface to get around a dart. I'm sorry, a HIR. So I don't think there's any concern there. Just think about it. Try to get the Flywheel of the World wheels around one of these. It doesn't work quite that well. And then we're back to how am I going to fill this gap? Constant struggle. Fellas, the struggle is real. Oh wait. My happy-go-lucky. That almost works, I guess. take it like there. Probably just have to follow this body line. Yeah, that could work too, Clowny. That possibly could work too. Because now you see why I recommended you start with Rival when you went into your flywheel build. Because you could try to fry the motors all you want. They don't fry even at 4S. So no need to worry about that. At least not in my testing. Yes. There you go. There you go, Clowny. There's your hold my beer moment. Bubble blowers on dart blasters. Blow the bubble, shoot the bubble. When you're lonely at home and have nothing to shoot, blow bubbles. Too bad bubbles wouldn't count as a tag, though. My bubble hit you. No, it didn't. Yeah, that'd be kind of hard to enforce. Because technically a bubble is a ball. That could work, theoretically. Okay. Luckily these can still match up like that. Match up like that. Transfer the line over. Oh, okay, well, we're cutting off a screw port. Okay, more stuff to cut out of Dremel. X marks the piece that does not go on the blaster. Cool. Another thing to add to the pile of we'll cut later to make this aesthetically pleasing. Because that will fill all of this area down here, which will be awesome. Just hook a bubble blower up to a 3S LiPo. Oh, that'd be hilarious. Alright, where are we at? We're almost at the 1 hour mark, fellas. Awesome possum. Cool, rocking and rolling. Alright. So, what do we do? What else can I do? Because I don't like boring people with watching me use a Dremel. Because that's very tedious and I'm very kind of, I don't know. I just want everything to be perfect and look good, and so. What am I going to do? Well, screw it. I guess you guys get to watch me Dremel now. For those of you wearing headphones, you have been warned that we are going to Dremel status. You have been warned. Do not whine and complain in the comments after this video gets posted. That's ow my ears, because you've been warned. Safety first. Here we go. Darn carpal tunnel. Yeah. That's why I don't like, I mean, I love working with small stuff, but small stuff doesn't seem to like me. Cool. Not really any ribs or anything to worry about on this side. Here we go. But Connie, you forget. Everybody loves seeing your beautiful face sanding. Hey. And with any luck, we'll have one side free. Of course not. Of course, 2 little ribs. Otherwise, we're completely free. Oh, nope. 3rd rib. 4th rib? Seriously? How did I miss all these? Okay, 5 ribs and we're free. That's all I needed. The rest of this is gonna go get deburred and then go into the parts bin again. Alright, close enough for government work. Yeah, that's alright. Let's do a little bit of cleanup on this one. Back to the garbage bin. Alright, well, when it comes time to adhere this together, we'll do better cleanup, but this is just real rough because I want to see if this is even going to work. Hate to go through cutting all this and won't even fit. Well, that plan almost worked. Shit. Well, all that does is make more holes to fill. Crap. That kind of helps up in here, but pretty much the rest of this is fine the way it is. So we're going to cut this. Okay, it's just a piece of flat stock now. Sorry if I'm missing chat, guys. Just in case, gotta throw that out there. So I'm still technically hosting people. Hosting some people over, kind of thing. Okay, that'll help there, that'll help there. Okay, now to replicate. No, how's it going? You enjoy your dinner, Joker. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, there we go. With any luck, that should be the extent of the dremeling for tonight, fellas. I think, maybe. We'll find out. Technically, Clowny, it is a Hades getting cut up. For Prometheus. Sacrifices had to be made, people. Sacrifices had to be made. That's all we're going to say. Because, rip. Order in my courtroom. Just kidding. Okay, now there's less gap fill to do still. But still gap fill. Darn. And I can putty there, putty there, putty there, putty, putty, putty. And this. Putty. This needs to get blended somehow. Shoot. So, snap that in. So this is going to cover up some of the sins and mistakes from, well, for the switching. Also give me some material to attach to. Those line up nicely. Downside is now I got another giant hole in the front of the blaster. But on a side note, today's episode of Modding in the Workshop is brought to you by E6000. Some of the greatest adhesive we got in the hobby. If you haven't heard of it, try it. Thank me later. Great for dart repair, which I just repaired these worker darts with it. Yeah, like a buddy of mine repaired one and then shot it out of a single Titan at full pressure. The dart did not lose the head after being E6000 on. Let's leave it at that. Okay, E6000 is amazing. So that's awesome. Okay, we're up to 5 viewers. Holy cow, where did all the people come from? Thank you guys for all your support and stopping by. We're still, I'm not leaving yet, guys. No, not leaving yet. Just kind of brainstorming right now. Because now, don't mind the clamp, but now I have a bigger gap, some more gap to fill. I mean, the fact that I can fit my hand almost completely around it, that's a gap. And then gap down here as well now. that I have to fill. Awesome. So, leads me to believe that we're up a creek without a paddle. I'm just kidding. I'll think of something. So I like trying to recycle parts to the best of my ability while I can, even if it means cutting something up. What to cut up next is the question. What to cut up next? I need a new chair. It keeps rocking back too far. What do I cut up next? You guys got any suggestions of what to cut up next? I need some more things to fill with. I kind of want to just do a flat piece of stock. Alright, we're standing up for a second. See what we can come up with. You know what? I think it's time to cut up a project. I'm going to cut up a project that somebody that is in this chat right now once inspired me to do, but I never fully got around to it. And if you are in the chat and you know exactly what I have here and or what I was doing with it, well, you win. Those are all the parts that were associated to said project. I never got around to finding the other components or building it. Okay, just refreshing my iPad because it tried to go to sleep on me. Okay. Wow, Neo, you actually got it right. But the person who inspired me to try to build it doesn't recognize it. Shame, shame. Shame, shame, Uncle Clowny. Shame, shame. Because at one point this was, I was going to call this the Dark Knight. Had this, where was the other one? Yeah, I don't think it matters, but I had a piece of aluminum right here with the Batman. I programmed this in my CNC class. Had it, then machined it. Had a few left over, so I was going to mount it there, single it with loading on, yeah, through the jam door like a certain somebody. But I never got around to the right parts, the right tubing, the right anything but the right waste of my time. So, downside with that, Clowny, I think I only have one front gun. Well, no, I have two front guns, but they are on the complete long shot color that they came with. So I'm not gonna cut those up. So I don't have any spare front guns laying around. I kind of pass on those at Salve if they ever have them, which they really don't, at least here by me. I mean, I've checked, get this, I checked 4 Salvation Armies in one day and a Goodwill. Best thing I could find in any of the 5 stores was a crossfire bow. Like, who in the right? Where are all these modders or nerfers in my area that keep beating me to these thrift finds? Or is there just that much of a lack of thrifting, well, of blaster donations in my area? Like, for gosh sake, can we get a rip in the chat, please? Seriously, it's ridiculous out here in Michigan. It's ridiculous. Seriously, can I get a rip in the chat for lack of thrifting? Anybody? Yes, Clowny. I was going to mimic your singled Raider XPZ build years and years and years ago before I got into flywheels. So, now to cut up a Raider. Don't need the muzzle, don't need the trigger, suicide dart holder. We'll keep the grip because parts. Yeah, I even have another Raider in here from Salve. Okay. Yeah, so just put the Raider logo right there on the end. Cut it so it's just fudge. This might not be the answer either. Screwdriver. Take it apart. No, Clowny. I got another Raider in the bin. And I have like 4 XPZs. I never got around to, I started it and then flywheels started becoming a thing. So I kind of pocketed this one. It was also because there was nobody here in the area that really, in my area at least, that NIC'd. So nobody was modding like air tanks or anything. I mean, we got one guy now, but he goes to like wars in New Jersey or something for NICs with hopper, the old school slug hoppers and whatnot. But I don't know. It was a great idea, and I'm still in love with what you did with your single Raider, even though it was 2 Raiders put together. But I'm just rambling now. Just so I can try to get this apart quickly so I can start imagining what can I do with it. Yeah, like literally all my local places have nothing. I had literally a single crossfire bow that I almost picked up. Why? Why I left it? Because I don't need another one. Alright, I'm gonna set that side shell in there. This might not be the answer, fellas. Darn it. So I'm literally trying to enclose the entire front section, as it's going to have the rev trigger up in it. So I'm going to have to literally make this almost practical sealed front end. Fudge. Alrighty. Well, How long have you been streaming? 87 minutes. Folks, I hate to say it, but I think what we're going to do, I think we're going to cut, we're going to edit. I'm kidding, I don't edit anything. Still got video from the Detroit Competitive Night 2 footage to get posted on YouTube. I haven't done that yet, so I need to do that. But I think I'm at a stopping point to where I just need to step away and try to come back with better ideas later, because I want this to be not only my new primary for things, so right now it's a giant gap in the front and along the sides where I can fit my finger all the way underneath. Problem is, you can see the orange inside. Here, let me get a flashlight. The orange right there, that's moving, that's the trigger. I need to put a switch in the normally closed position right here in front of it, so when your hand's off the trigger, the switch is closed and does not turn the flywheel on. When you pull the trigger halfway, the flywheels kick on, because then the switch goes to normally open. You close it, opening the circuit up, and that full trigger pull has another switch back here behind the trigger, so when it's fully pulled like a normal switch, normal like rev switch basically, it starts firing. So electronic component switch needs to go up in the front and be protected from water, mud, dirt, etc. Plus it just looks better without having giant holes in the blaster where functioning components are at. APOC, that's the place that one of our guys here in Detroit goes to. He goes to APOC. But again, whatever. To each their own. So, I think what we're going to do, guys, we're going to call this a night. We'll try to pick this up another day. Oh, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for giving me your input. Thank you for helping to each and every one of you, whether you've been here for the entire stream or if you're just catching in on the last little bit. Thanks for stopping by. Hopefully we'll get the bodywork done on this in time for the nice weather in Michigan, which may be a few months. It's because it's pure Michigan. We had more snow today, even though the sun was out, and yeah, blah blah blah, whatever. So in the meantime, fellas, I'm your host PeteFuzzyPete. This is Vex 4.0, working on a new name because I don't know yet, but I'm hungry. I'm gonna go get some Tortino pizza rolls, and I'll catch you next time. Peace. Stay fuzzy, my friend.